You've done a lot of stuff with celebrities.
Yeah.
Whether it's Ross, West Side Gun, Bun B. I want to know your take on the Travis Scott punch.
Oh man, that's wild. That's a very excited artist who finally got to do his dream.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm in here, and you're in there with the two biggest icons that we have left in this.
Like a top 10 iconic moment in wrestling history.
With the two biggest icons that's ever done it.
For sure.
So, of course, you're excited, and you're with the world champion.
Right.
Of like, so this is the guy that's going to be the one for that era, for this era, and
Correct.
moving forward. So that's a lot of excitement. That's a lot of pressure. And that's what happens when you get excited with someone who's not in our industry. You know, it's an exciting moment. It's like, what the hell would we do if like
I think
you like, you know, like
no,
a,
I mean,
a wrestler got on the stage and they would do dumb shit too on the freaking, you know, on a concert, you know, but that's like not industry etiquette
for sure,
you know. So it's just a crossover things like he doesn't know, and I'm pretty
because there's no way
yeah.
they win over that, right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
I don't believe so. And I feel like they wanted that so it could feel natural. Sometimes you want like just the natural reaction from other people outside of wrestling. You want them to just be natural, just flow and feel, because then it'll feel real. But sometimes that stuff happens and it's like, too far.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I don't know. I was like on that golf course with Travis not that long ago.
Right. You were telling me, yeah.
He didn't know that was coming. But he was telling me, he's like, I'm excited, man. I'm training with Booker T. Yo, this is going to be wild. Like he was more wanted to talk about wrestling than he wanted to talk about music. And that's usually how it is.
Yeah.
Like, so he was like excited. And I'm like, oh, cool. He's excited. I'm like, just make sure, you know, take care of yourself and others.
Do you feel like the heel turn? I saw a lot of people with the hyperbole is very high. Like, oh, this is bigger than Hogan. I don't think anything will ever be bigger than Hogan because it changed the direction.
Because we
of
still talk about
forever.
it,
right? Exactly, and like literally, like saved the company, started Monday Night Wars, NWA's born, like the biggest faction ever.
We can say that because we saw the ripple effects of it down 10,
and like,
20, 30 years.
Who knows what the ripple effects is?
Exactly,
but
we can't say that.
The
yet.
memes coming out of it with the face.
It is. It's hilarious, but it's like, okay, how impactful is that it shakes the industry?
Right.
Like, does it I don't know if that changes what happens over here. Or I don't know if it like changes what happens over here.
I mean,
that's not
TBD,
what wrestling
right?
is anymore.
TBD, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, we got to
I'm just glad it happened before he retired.
For sure.
Because we needed to see it.
Absolutely.
Don't you think? Like,
yeah,
I didn't care to see it, but I'm just glad.
Personally,
but
absolutely,
you know.
absolutely. I'm just interested to see where he takes it.
I'm so interested in what he's gonna wear.
Yeah.
Because he can't wear the colorful shit. He's got to, like, what's the fit going to look like?
What's the song going to be?
What's the song going to be? What's the fit going to be? Like, is it all black? Like, is like, there's some MK Ultra shit going on? Because it almost looked like when The Rock looked at that fool, he almost had like some mind control. It was crazy. That was my favorite part. And then when Cody said, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah. And if I'm him, I don't rap my own song either.
No,
I don't do it.
No, you can't. No. You've dealt with a lot of celebrities. Is there like, okay, for example, like Rick Ross?
Yeah.
Does Rick Ross know you're gonna swerve stomps like a fucking cinder block into someone's chest?
Oh yeah,
while he's standing there.
Oh yeah, he was excited about that.
So you're like, look, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's like, let's do it. It's nothing. It's easy. Too easy.
So you guys have like a little powwow backstage.
Yeah.
Essentially, like, hey, this was like, was there ever? Because I feel like Ross is like in AEW, like, you know, like, was there ever any like real discussion, like maybe bringing him on as like a manager or something? For sure.
Yeah, it's just like him telling like, you a big motherfucker kind of changed some things a little bit. It was like, I don't know, and then like and Tony Khan has the mindset of like, we'll revisit it, but he just keeps moving forward.
Right.
You know, he's always said like, yeah, we can revisit it. Let's talk about it. Like, I like him. We can revisit it, but then this happens, then this happens, and this happens, and then the company's going this way. It's like, oh, you know what? I'll let you keep steering the ship.
I would love to see Method Man. Method Man
he's an imposing guy.
Jacked too. He's fucking jacked.
He's an imposing fella, man.
And he could be. I feel like Meth could snap on a mic
Yeah,
Like, I feel like
he has a good voice for it.
for sure.
He has a great voice for TV, for radio, for music.
Yeah,
I think for like doing promos and stuff in the ring, it would translate. And you know why I think you have that? Because we've seen him on Def Jam Vendetta.
Of course.
So I think they
Great character on Def Jam Vendetta.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's a great character on the game. So I think just subconsciously we're all like, oh, just take what he did in the game where he just boom, boom, boom does this. I'm like, that can like transfer right into wrestling. I think that game has also done that to a lot of like, I want to see so and so in the ring.
Oh, for sure.
Ring.
Oh,
I
for
want to
sure.
see this rapper. In
I
the
saw
ring. Fat Joe get in the ring.
somebody did a recreation of Vendetta, but it was like the Kendrick and Drake thing. It was
I
like
think I
that
seen
shit
something
was
like
funny
that.
as hell.
I would like to see like Def Jam and then like somebody like because all the games are on PC and stuff.
Right.
Let's mod them and put like current artists in that.
No, I even I guess
there's no way they're gonna license
Well, they're
it.
kind of doing that but it's not a fighting game. But with Fortnite, there's always
yeah.
you could be Snoop, you could be Weeknd, Travis.
Now I want them to mod like Def Jam
For
Vendetta.
sure.
And
Yeah.
like because like
They got to bring the game back.
They have to.
It's just no way it's going to happen. I've heard about. I've listened to like interviews about that, and there's
Yeah.
like it's just licensing with
It's
Def Jam.
the problem is the licensing, and then like because Def Jam doesn't have as many artists as they still have all the old school guys like I'm sure they could use, but like in terms of the newer guys, it'd be a licensing fucking headache.
Yeah,
and
it would be.
then there's like this company and this company are like, oh, he can't make this rapper look weak in this, and
Right.
this, he can't beat him
For
down,
sure.
and she can't touch
It's
him.
too much
and-
ego.
Yeah, that's where it
Way
gets into
too
that.
much. Way too much.
That's what I was hearing in the interviews.
You were at the Super Bowl
Yeah.
and you got to see Kendrick's halftime show.
Yes.
On TV, I was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I was just losing my mind. I was at Fluffy. Shout out to Gabriel Iglesias. He has a Super Bowl party every
Oh
year.
wow.
It was
Shout
cool.
out to Fluffy, man.
X-Pac was there.
I ran into Tech 9.
Shout out to Tech.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was there.
Yeah, I
Shaq.
ran into him at the
Yeah.
thing. But I brought him on AEW on an episode of Rampage once. So
Yes.
I was like,
he
hey,
needs to do someone's theme song. A Tech 9 theme song?
incredibly. It would be so good.
Crazy.
It'd be so good.
But what were your like just being there, man? Like did it feel as cool? Like
It felt cool, but it was just like it was definitely a show and a performance for television.
for TV?
It's for-
Because I
'cause they-
thought that in
yeah.
my head, like if you're sitting up at the rafters, I'm not sure you're getting everything going on.
Yeah, like in certain angles and stuff,
Right.
especially if you're sitting on this side.
Right.
You're missing the X part when
Right.
you're at the X's and like peekaboo.
Right,
You're
right.
missing like
You're missing like everyone moving around.
yeah, it's a lot. It was so many moving parts. So if I was in like end zone corner.
Could you even catch Serena Williams crip walking?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like, I
I
can
didn't
imagine
see-
that's like
yeah.
a little tidbit that for TV.
Because there's like 50 people over here making a formation, and then you have like, oh snap, there's a spotlight over here. Who was that? Oh, I missed it. It's gone. Okay, and then the people popping out of the truck, and I'm like, oh snap, they all came over. Okay, there's something forming over here. So it's like as a live audience, it's a lot to see. And like, but shout out to like the fact of like Kendrick being able to perform and move up and down the field, 4 stages, all breath control. And his cadence is probably one of the hardest cadences to hit in rap.
Oh, yeah.
And like
Easily.
on beat and like on an earpiece.
I just like the fact
Steps.
that it was
Like, going down steps is not easy.
Yeah, it was just the opposite. I mean that to me that's what makes great artists.
Yeah, but it definitely was a performance for the masses because like
it's
100 million people
Is he?
are watching.
But also he
online
did
and
do all
at
the
home.
hits. He did album cuts. He started it off with a song that's not even out yet, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm
I'm glad
what?
he did it the way he did it too.
For
That
sure.
track list. I'm glad he did that track list
Yeah.
the way he
Some
did.
people are arguing about the track list, but I'm like, you got All Right at the last Super Bowl. You got like,
he already did those records
yeah.
with Dre.
yeah. So it's like, and that was the big ones. Cause like everybody, I watched that back again recently. It's like everybody did their big like No More Drama and like
50
Lose
Cent.
Yourself
Yeah.
and in the
Yeah.
club. So everybody hit their boom boom, their hits,
Right.
hits. So you got that. Like Kendrick just wanted to create a piece of art that was identifiable to him.
Right.
He didn't want to do other people's like
Right.
shows, but that's what makes him him. That's what keeps him in his own world. He's bringing us into our world. And for people that do know him and that don't know him, you're being introduced into his world.
Right.
And it's succeeding. And for the people that do know him, we know why he's here. We know the song we want to hear.
Right.
So you get all of it. And so I don't know why people say, no, he should have done this. He should have done this. How about just be invited into his world and just enjoy the ride?
That's the best part. He brought everyone into his world.
Exactly.
For sure.
That's why we listen to Kendrick albums. What's
Indeed.
his world?
Indeed.
That's the whole point. So I don't see the